Hello, I'm Pedro and today I will analyze and talk about my experience using the M-Audio M-Track Solo with the Beyerdynamic DT 770 Pro 80 ohms version. I will also talk about other alternatives that might be worth considering. If you are looking for a quick answer, I can tell you in advance that this audio interface is not capable of driving these headphones as expected, and I will show you why. A few weeks ago, I bought this equipment to do some audio editing and other audio work that involves critical listening. These headphones were recommended to me by several people on the internet. On Amazon and Thomann, these headphones are very popular with thousands of positive reviews, ranking in first place in sales in the category of studio headphones. The M-Audio interface is also very popular and one of the cheapest audio interfaces on the market. To my surprise, when I first tried the equipment, I instantly noticed there was something wrong. The sound seemed compressed, lacking dynamics and punch, and the bass overlapped the mid-range frequencies. Despite the sound quality, the M-Audio is capable of driving these headphones with enough volume. However, if I turn the volume after 9, I can hear some noise coming from the headphones amplifier, but most of the time I don't need to go beyond 7. After some research, I found that M-Audio recommends for this audio interface headphones featuring an impedance of 16 up to 50 ohms. So in addition to not sounding good, M-Audio also does not recommend the DT770 Pro 80 ohms version. It's best to opt for the 32 ohms version if operating with this audio interface. And of course the 250 ohms version is out of the question. While I was looking for an audio interface capable of driving the DT770 Pro 80 ohms version, I came across Julian Krauss' YouTube channel, where he presents a list with detailed measurements of headphone amplifiers built in the most popular audio interface at the time of this video. As we can see on his list, the M-Audio M-Track Solo is capable of driving 32 ohms headphones, considering we need at least 20 milliwatts to drive a pair of headphones correctly. However, for 150 ohms or higher impedance loads, the power this interface can provide is not enough. Another important aspect that compromises the sound quality of this audio interface is that the total harmonic distortion is a bit high. At minus 70 dBs, it's on the threshold of being noticeable. We can extrapolate from this table that the M-Audio interface cannot provide enough power to properly drive the DT770 Pro 80 ohms version. Interestingly, the most popular audio interfaces built by Focusrite have surprisingly high THD when driving 32 ohms headphones. I'm not sure if I would want to use these interfaces with the very popular low impedance Audio-Technica headphones. Back to the topic. After realizing that the M-Audio M-Track Solo could not provide the sound quality I was looking for, I ended opting for the Universal Audio Volt 1 audio interface. On this list, we only have the measurements for the Volt 2 and 276 models. However, the headphones amplifier should be the same across all models of the Volt series. The headphones output of the Universal Audio interface excels in most of the measurements. Only the channel balance is less perfect with 1 dB difference between left and right. The output impedance is a bit high and not ideal for driving low impedance headphones. When I first tried the Universal Audio Volt 1 with the DT770 Pro 80 ohms, the difference was night and day when compared with the M-Audio M-Track Solo. The sound quality improved a lot. And after doing some side-by-side comparisons, it was now clear that the M-Audio was behind. It's not a subjective matter. It's science. Other audio interfaces that stand out in this list, in the same price range, are the Arturia Mini Fuse and the Rode AI1. However, the Rode interface doesn't have a separated knob for independent headphones volume control. I didn't test these audio interfaces by myself, but they look pretty good on the table. Any one of these 3 audio interfaces costs less than £120 and are capable of driving most professional and high-end hi-fi headphones, without the need of a dedicated headphones amplifier. The M-Audio M-Track Solo costs about half of that, but is very limited in the headphones it can properly drive. Overall, I think the M Audio M Track Solo is okay considering its low price, and if you really like the DT770 sound, you should be fine with the 32 ohms version on this interface. If you increase the budget another 40 to 60 pounds and get one of the other 3 audio interfaces I mentioned before, you will get better overall performance and enough power to drive the DT770 80 ohms or even the 250 ohms version, which in theory have a better sound quality. Despite my efforts to properly drive the DT770s, after a few weeks of using them I came to the conclusion that these headphones are not suitable for critical listening. The frequency response puts too much emphasis on treble and bass, and there's a lack of detail in the mid-range. The peak around 9000 Hz color the sound too much and does not help to make correct decisions when working with audio. These sonic characteristics also contribute to causing some fatigue during long periods of listening. If you already own a pair of DT770s and you never use the equalization, I recommend trying to use a parametric equalizer to reduce that treble peak 8 or 9 dBs, and then tell me what you think about it. I use a software called Voice Meter Banana. You can download it for free on the official website. It's very simple to use. After installing it, you select the playback device voice meter input, then select the output. In my case, I'm using the output from my audio interface Universal Audio Vault 1 and then right-click on EQ. Try the settings I'm using and do other adjustments if you think necessary. I ended up replacing the DT770s for the Sennheiser HD 560s, which are more detailed and accurate. I will make a separated video to talk about them, and I will provide some technical analysis as objective evidence of their good performance. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one.